All right, so I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live everywhere else. Good evening, good people. How in the world are you? So glad to have you. If you're watching the replay, you already know what to do. You already right now, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Right now, if you are watching a replay, put hashtag replay in the comments for me. And if you are like Dr. Lisa B, I want you to go ahead and put hashtag live if you are here with me live right now. Yeah, say hashtag live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping your scroll, whether you are catching the replay or you are watching me, joining me here live. Hello, Dr. Lisa. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm not going to belabor this. Hold on. First of all, if someone was so kind to have shared this and you have no idea who I am at all ever in life, let me just say my name is Dr. Ebony L. Trust. I am the founder of the Unbecoming Movement over at yourunbecoming.com. And that's going to be important in one moment, okay? Over at yourunbecoming.com. And what I get to do is I get to educate people, equip people on how to rediscover what they were born to say and do so that they show up in the world purposefully, powerfully, and productively, right? I help people to shed the masks of other people's thoughts, opinions, expectations of them in order to live big in who God has called them to be. Okay. And if that just kind of woo for you right then, if you were like, woo, oh my, keep listening. Don't leave me. Stay here with me. Stay here with me. KB, what's going on Instagram? KB, how you doing, baby love? Stay with me. Okay. Listen, you saw the caption. You should be prophesying. Okay. Talked about last week how others, I ain't gonna say you because it might not be you, how people should stop hating on psychics, mediums, clairvoyants, all the people, all the all the all the ones in that realm or sphere of things, if you will. Won't belabor that. If you want to know why I said stop hating on psychics, go back. The video's not far. It's somewhere here, wherever you're watching. It's not far. I promise you. It got like almost 1,000 views. I think last time I checked. So I'm sure it's still there. All right. Today, I want to give you a step further into that. Okay. Into that conversation because I mean what I say. You should be prophesying. First of all, let me just clarify, okay? Because I know that in some circles, this is a very like, ooh, spooky kind of thing, right? Prophecy. Ooh, say it again. Prophecy. Ooh, okay, right? And I have been in this space. I have had the opportunity to teach the prophetic, to train in the prophetic, to train prophets. Been out here. Like I'm not brand new. This is not a brand new conversation for me. Led prophetic dance ministry. Like I've been out here. Okay. So when I give you this definition and we have this conversation around this, I want you to know that I know what I'm talking about. Okay. And I'm called to this. All right. So when we talk about prophecy, even though it in some spaces, in some realms, it's like this whole spooky kind of thing, that's not the case. Prophecy, very basic definition, is sharing God's heart with people. That's what prophecy is. Prophecy is sharing God's heart with other people. Now, of course, there are ways and nuances, if you will, that go along with that. But what I want you to hear is that it's simply hearing God's heart, meaning you're going to have a conversation with our Father about somebody, some situation, some place, some environment. And you're going to share what his heart is. Okay? Now, how many times, just If you want to put your answer in the chat, in the comments, you absolutely can do it, but you don't have to. Okay. Bonus points if you do, though. Okay. All right. So, how many times have you been praying through something and you're like, man, if I just had some confirmation, man, if I just knew for sure that this is what God's saying, if I had some kind of, you feel like Gideon, listen, make the rag wet, make it wet. Okay, now tomorrow make it dry. While everything else, like you feel like Gideon, right? And you're like, if I only had confirmation, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the only one who's experienced that, who you heard something from God, and you're just like, that's got to be the tacos that I ate last night, because surely not. And yet it was God. And because you needed or wanted confirmation before you move forward, you sat on that thing for way longer than what you should have. Right? Now, let me let you know something. There are people who you see every day. They go to work with you, they go to school with you, they go to church with you, they live in your house, they live in your neighborhood. These are the people in your neighborhood, the songwriter said. The people that you meet each day. And they need an intervention. They are praying through things, or they don't know how to pray through something. There are things that are so woo that they're like, I I don't even know. I'm so turned around right now. It might be me, the devil, God. I don't the tacos. I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. People in your sphere, they are suffering burnout. They have experienced tremendous loss. They are experiencing trauma right now. A lot of them, they feel so distant from God. They feel like God has left them. God has forgotten about them. God just don't care because they've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in one night. God is just like, nope, nope. And they need to hear his heart. They need to hear his heart for them, his perspective, right? Again, not our opinion, but his perspective. They want to know that God actually does know, that God actually does care. And listen, sometimes the knee-jerk response is to invite the person to church. Sometimes that's, because pastor gonna preach to them. And then they're gonna get free. He gonna give them a word, or she'll give them a word. Listen. What if you are the altar call? What if it's you? What if you are the altar call? What if we didn't invite people to church? Ain't no wrong with that. Not saying don't do it. Instead, invited them to lunch, or invited them over for a game night. And in the process, we tap into God's heart for them. And just in the conversation, you know what? I really feel like you ought to do da 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 da. And I wouldn't be surprised if da 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 da. And it speaks to exactly what they were praying about in the car, in the parking lot, before they walked into the restaurant, or in your driveway before they went into your house. What if you're the altar call? What if it's been you the whole time? What if it's not, I got to get them to the church house? What if it's, I need to invite them to my house? Or I should go to their house? What if it's that? What if you could know for sure, with certainty, that yes, I have heard the heart of God for this person, for this community, for this school, for this country, for this situation, for this neighborhood. I have heard the heart of God and I can confidently share it. What if you could do that? Because I'm telling you, there are some people who you encounter, who you want to invite to church, who you want to, do, you want the pastor to preach to them, and they are never going to listen to your pastor. Nothing against your pastor. They're not going to dot the door of, they're just not. That's the reality. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. Hey, Christina, I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm saying that's the reality. The great majority of people on any given Sunday morning are washing their cars, washing their clothes. They're in Walmart and Target. They're sleeping in. They're having breakfast. They are not at church. Does that mean, though, that God doesn't want to share his heart with them? Absolutely not. That's not at all what that means. What it means is that you have a wonderful opportunity to be the altar call, because you should be prophesying. You should be sharing with them the heart of their Father. You should be tapping into what God says about their situation and sharing with them to give them hope. What if that's what it takes to turn them back to God? Scripture says, with loving kindness have I drawn them. Not beating them over the head with what they did last night, but with loving kindness have I drawn them. What if you sharing the heart of God with them is the thing that draws them to God? What if it's not the conference invitation? What if it's not the Women's Day program? What if it's not the Sunday morning service, and instead it's you just walking up to them while you're in Walmart and saying, hey, listen, I just want to share this with you. What if you're the altar call? Because I think you are. If you're watching this, whether it's live or replay, you are the altar call. So I want to help you. I want to equip you to be able to hear the heart of God. I want to teach you what prophecy is, what it means, how to tap in, air quote, to the heart of God, and then to confidently share that. I got a 3-day training coming up at the end of this month, September 24th, 25th, and 26th. Instagram, the link is in my bio. Everybody else, the URL is on your screen, yourunbecoming.com. If you got questions about it, hey, Alicia, if you got questions about it, put it in the comments. I'll be happy to answer your questions. But you should be prophesying. You should. You should be prophesying. Don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you should be a prophet or that you should be I'll leave it there. I'm not saying that you should be a prophet. Hey, Cheryl. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you should be prophesying. Again, you should be relaying the heart of God to other people. Why? Because at some point in your life, you've wanted that same thing. And now you get to be, as I said last week, you get to be the resource for other people. You get to be the answer to prayer. You get to be the answer to prayer. Yes. And I want that for you. And guess what? Your father does too. Yourunbecoming.com. 3 days. We're going to die. You're going to be confidently, words of knowledge, words of wisdom, confidently sharing the heart of God with other people. Confidently. I want to see you there because you should be prophesying. I'm not going to change my mind because heaven hasn't changed its mind about you. This is your inherit. This I won't go. I ain't going long. I ain't going long. Okay, next time I come back, I'll talk about that. About how. Yes, I'm trying to. Whoop, stay right here. Stay right here. Stay. You should be prophesying, and I want to help you. Yourunbecoming.com. I want to help you to help other people. I want to help you to be the answer to prayer for other people. I want to help you to be confirmation for other people. I want to help you to be empowered to not have to put all the pressure on, I got to get them to church. And you be the church right there in Target, right there in Sam's Club, Costco. You. There is no barrier to entry. No, you don't have to know 5 scriptures already. No, you don't have to already be on the church roll for 6 months straight. None of that. None of that. Yourunbecoming.com, it'll let you know what the qualifier is. Spoiler alert, the qualifier is just a willingness. That's it. I'm done because I done talked too long. And I love you. And I want to see you at the training. It's called Answers from God for Others. And it's going to be really, really good. And I want to see you there. If you have questions, put them in the comments. If this is you watching the replay, put #replay if you haven't already. If not, just say hey, because I appreciate that too. See you later.